This project started from my personal experiences, which impacted my life a lot, and it changed a lot of things in my life. It started from there, and I was full of anxieties after that event. And I was thinking of, how can I make it go through? For me, to create something always makes me some things go through. Like a tumor that I cannot expect how it will gonna grow and how the figure will gonna be.
For me, birth is a very fascinating phenomenon because it's one of the most universal experience, but at the same time it is deeply personal in that its dialectical unfolding in time, unfolding of life itself, moves from abstractions to separations and to ultimate alienation. And the path arriving at that is many, but in its core, there is certain feeling of progression that we all feel is happening, certain sense of alienation that we all feel is happening. So we wanted to show those qualities of this event with this piece. And at the end, I hope that we will be able to find our own seats to sit down in, and in free of fear and in trust of our mutual labor and danger.
So we worked designing the whole thing first with just some sketches, then turning that into some 3D models, then turning that into like a real physical piece, working with some pieces of wood that we started cutting, just designing, shaping in the way that we needed for the piece. Work a little bit with some different materials to give the whole structure to the main cocoon. And yeah, like that whole process of like starting with just an idea, just a concept, and seeing how that evolved through the days until we have this whole finished piece was really, really exciting.
I feel that there is something valuable in the notion of renewal, even if we have to independently decide when that happens. And I feel excited about the idea that as we live our lives, even though we've already been born, we're capable of refreshing ourselves. And I think that making art is, in many senses, an attempt at that. And I'm glad to be a part of that in my life generally and in an art-making process.
The first time I heard from Jun about this project, I feel really insane. I mean, to build a cocoon, yeah, serious, like, but after I heard about his concept, which is a birth, and knowing about what just Jun have been going through, like for past 3 months, I feel like, oh, it makes sense. It's like a birth to Jun. So I decided to participate in this project. So with CNC and hand working with the wood pieces, it's really fun. Like, and Jun have really mad ideas about this. And I really feel the passion from Jun and the rebirth during this process. Jun has been in it. So I feel really passionate with to stay with Jun with this project.
Hi, my name is Moira.
Working on this project, I felt like the whole thing is very visceral, and there's these like really tight connections with ideas of like humanity and life, and being in the film and watching the whole thing unfold in person is really what kind of informed the decisions I made with the sound, kind of letting those thoughts of like being visceral and being like intense and like intensely human inform the sound that I kind of like made to support the work.
I was the image maker, the person who helped June immortalize the project and capture a video that lives on. I felt included and engaged and supported and really trusted by June and the team. I felt excited to be here. I felt honored to be chosen. And I also felt like selfishly it was a step towards the kind of art that I want to be making. So I felt like it was, in supporting June to create this.
I feel really lucky to work with such an amazing group of talented people. The story behind it is really moving, and I felt pretty connected to the piece, and I am having so much fun working with everybody in this project, and I am so excited.
When you guys in June perform, I believe there will have many things in your mind, because in my personal view, when I saw it start to born from the cocoon, it's kind of a struggle to like stay in your comfort zone, or you want to break through your comfort zone to a place you don't know or you want to fight for.
And even though at the beginning was intimidating and some moments seemed a little bit hard and it wasn't the easiest process, I think we were able to solve every problem that we ran into. And at the end, it was really exciting to see how the final product, the final performance just took form. And basically, we accomplished what the initial idea was. So that whole process was super rewarding, super exciting. And yeah, I think I also learned a lot during that whole period of time.
It was an interesting question for us, that what is building something? So building something was the thing represents how and why human being creates something. Starting from creation means a lot, which is it can be interpreted as creating some art, creating something, creating the object, creating something which we don't even know. For me, creating something makes me feel alive and give me relief and make things go through. So I believe that creation makes my life go through.